Guys, finally here. We're out setting beaver traps on the farmers' fields this morning. See, I got can't remember how many I brought along, but I got 20 on the bike, 20 Connies. Unless I got another dozen or so inside here. Not sure how many places I'll find here, but I know there's several beaver houses, so. I think you guys all notice, like when I'm out in my trap line, I'm usually putting two traps at a house, because unless I'm trapping the beavers out, I only take 2 beavers, so I don't want to overkill them. But this is a search and destroy mission this morning, so these guys are just polluted with beavers, so they want them out of there. So I'll be putting as many traps per house as I can, scenting them all up, because I don't really, and they'll be as close to the house as possible. You probably noticed also when I'm out in my trap line, I keep the traps as far away from the house as I can, generally, unless I can't find a spot, because that'll just generally allow me to get bigger beavers. The farther away from the house, the higher percentage of big beavers you're going to get. But like I said, here we're on search and destroy everything, so I'll be dropping in, half a dozen traps at each house if I can find the spots, and they'll be all over the place. But this is just a beautiful area here. You see here, almost, you look over that way, almost every little dip in the ground has beavers in it. Over here, there's at least a marsh. Some of them are dead, or at least they were last winter. I haven't been back here this year because he had his crop in here, but this is a second growth canola. It's not, he said they took wheat out of here, and this is just second growth from last year. Came up once the wheat was gone. So he said, go ahead, drive on it. So this is me driving on it. Anyways, we'll get at her. I got everything I need in here, my trap setters, my axe, pliers, wire, and beaver scent. So let's go kill him. I'm over in the same, just at the end of the same field I was just at, that last pond, and I just decided to drive to the end of the field, and sure enough, here we got another live house. You can see the feed bed right there. I'm not sure how many raindrops are on here, but right there, there's the house right in there. There's my truck right there. But I just dropped a set in. See, there's another pond right up over this little old beaver dam, and they've been traveling up there quite a bit. There's a channel there I just set, and then I can look at this spot right here. You just really doesn't get any better than that. But I'll drop this one in here. I'll go over to the dam there. See if there's anything going over the dam that way, downstream. And I'll see what kind of trails I have on the slides up onto the house. So. Alrighty. Okay, we're down below. Just finished up them 2 sets. See the one here. Trail here. Dropped a little bit of scent. The other one over here. You'd almost think these beavers want to die leaving us places like this to set traps for them. It's almost not fair, but anywho, we'll head back up and get over to the next pond. Guys, here we are, 2 houses later. Just back there, set another house. Just 2 trail sets with caster mound on them, because the house is on the other side of the pond. Now this one here, you see in the middle of the pond. And I'm going to go right over here. I think this is the, well, I know the drainage is going that way, so I'm hoping there's a couple trails over the dam. There looks like there's one right there. I can set top and bottom. Looks like there'll be a couple of feed trails right there, and that's not too far to walk, time-wise. I'm sure if I went all the way around the pond, it's not huge, I'd find a ton of them, but a stupid teal down in there quacking up a storm. But when I pulled up here too, right on that ridge there, little grassy knoll, two timber wolves ran that way into the bush. And just back over there, when I was coming around the one swale, there's several deer took off. They're bedded down beside a swale. And they ran into the bush too. So lots of critters running around here. Oh, there's on the second pond over there that I set. There was a bunch of coon tracks in the mud below the beaver dam too. So everything's running around here. Lots of muskrat sign on the logs on the side of the. Oh, and you probably notice when I'm doing this kind of stuff, I'm wearing. I don't wear hip waders an awful lot, but when I'm doing this stuff, I will. Oops, probably ought to bring my axe with me. Okay, we'll go see what we can find over here. And this rain could stop anytime if it wanted. It's been going pretty steady, but it's just getting a little heavier now. Hey guys, it's day 2. We're back out this morning. Yesterday I didn't quite get as much done as I'd planned because I got a call from the wife at 5 o'clock, and she said there was company coming over for supper. Bug was coming, and my daughter Katie and Celine, so my boyfriend Minnie. So considering I'd been out in the rain for 6 hours, I thought, and I was only a little bit wet, I thought, well, that's a perfect excuse to get out of this rain. So anyways, I think I ended up with 22 beaver traps set yesterday, and hopefully I'll get about 30 done today, and then I'll just start shuffling them around after I strip the ponds. So here there's a great big house. And it's not this one. A nice game trail along here. Oh yeah, they got a good feed bed too. Oh, here's a channel, so I'll probably drop a trap in there right away. These here are, it's not quite. If you find spots like this that are completely covered, these bank dens, those are awesome spots. They're pretty easy to find if you get a good freeze. You got about an 1.5 inches or an inch of solid ice that's got no snow on it. You just walk along the shore on the ice. Well, and you can do it two ways. You can see the bubbles through the ice, or you can just walk, and when you fall through, then you're in a channel. So I prefer the first method, but whichever way it takes, We're going to drop a couple. You see, like right here, like you can see this is a bank den, but the water is so low in here because of this year. See, normally the water would be right up there. So you'd have this perfect bank den going up in there, and you just drop a trap right in the channel, and it's a deadly set. So anyways, got a good trail going up there. I'll put a trap there with a scent post, maybe a couple slides. I'll see if there's a trail over the dam. See what's going on here anyways, and we'll get at her. All right. Okay, so I got 2 sets over there. One on a slide onto the house, one on a trail set with some scent. And I dropped this here channel set in here. You see, it's perfect. They're coming under the roots there, so I'm going to put some scent right here to bring them in. And then I'm dropping an entrance set in there. It's only about a 1.5 foot deep entrance, so in the backup house. But I was just yesterday the radio was calling for nice weather today, but I guess they've delayed it because this morning they said it's supposed to rain till mid-afternoon and then clear up. Well, not clear up, but stop raining anyways, which is what I want. But I'm pretty sure I'll be fairly wet by then. Anywho, okay, so this is 3. This will be 4 in so far this morning. I can hear my brother-in-law. He's just up there with a group of goose hunters. It's about a mile away from here. They were just shooting like crazy there a little while ago. So, okay, we're off to set this last trap and then off to the next ponds. Alrighty. I'm over in the same, just at the end of the same field I was just at, that last pond, and I just decided to drive to the end of the field, and sure enough, here we got another live house. You can see the feed bed right there. I'm not sure how many raindrops are on here, but right there, there's the house right in there. There's my truck right there. But I just dropped a set in. See, there's another pond right up over this little old beaver dam, and they've been traveling up there quite a bit. There's a channel there I just set, and then like you look at this spot right here, you know, you just really doesn't get any better than that. But I'll drop this one in here. I'll go over to the dam there, see if there's anything going over the dam that way downstream, and I'll see what kind of trails I have on the slides up onto the house. So, alrighty. Okay, here we are at that spot where I stopped yesterday, and I didn't know whether I was on the property that I have permission still, so I went back and with my map and found out whose it was and made a phone call last night. And like I said before, there's pretty rare somebody around here says no to killing beavers, but anyways, right on the other side of that tree there's a dam, and 100 feet from there there's a great big house, and then you go down here, another big dam, then a dead pond right here, but then right there you can just see it sticking up right there, another great big house with a big feed bed. And then this whole drainage goes all the way down through there, but it's looking like not a place where I can drive the quad, and I'm in too much of a hurry to be walking for miles down there. I think if I come from the other side of his property, where I've got a pond I have to trap, the road goes up and right into this cutover area, so it might give me access to all that. But I'll go set some stuff on these dams right here, because obviously those beavers are coming over because of you see all the feed here being cut down, and right here, so they're tripping over the dams pretty quick, and then I'll go down there and check out the whole dams right there on this side of that big beaver house. Now we'll probably be able to drop 6 traps in here pretty easy. So. Alrighty. Okay, see the trail here. This is all elk tracks. A little bit of deer too. This trail here came down from the edge of the field, and you know, when you got a trail running straight towards a pond, you know, you pretty much better follow it, because you know it's going to come straight from a good crossing. So, and they've got that old beaver dam chewed up like it's a cow path. But took me right to where I wanted to go set some traps, just like they knew I needed it. See you after. Okay, I'm down at that other big house there that I showed you from a long ways away. Got 2 trail sets on that dam right there, and then this one here, this is, couldn't ask for a nicer spot. Perfect. Should be beeves next time I come out here. Alrighty, I'm gonna get back to the quad and see if I can figure out a way down through this patch of bush. I don't know if there'll be a road through there or not, but like I said, I might have to come from the other side. Anyways, better get going. Came over here where I set a trap yesterday, and the second trap that I was going to set had the trigger broke when I was manipulating it around into shape. So I had to come back to the same pond and put 2 more traps in, but I wasn't planning on checking any traps today, but since I'm right here, I guess I ought to pull this beaver out of the water. Boy, he never moved that trap. I think caught him darn good right there. A medium-sized beaver. Alrighty. Beaver number 1 for the season. You guys, I was just driving by 2 of the traps, so I thought I'd run down real fast. It's spikes, I guess, 50 feet away, 100 feet away. But here's something you don't see with one of those regular coney bears very often. That's why these here ones are so nice. Rat just caught by the tail. A lot of times, you see you get sprung traps, the 330s, and there's nothing in them. And that's usually a rat doing it. But you see the whole body of the rat fits in the trap, so the trap can close and miss the animal completely. But if this doesn't close as tight as this does, that rat's gone. So another reason for getting these new traps. These are I think these are the only ones I'm going to be buying from now on. I bought a dozen of them last fall, and these things are deadly traps. So that's cool. I got another trap just down over here a little bit, so we'll see what's in that one. I'll just get this thing out of here first. Okay, so right over there is where I had that rat trap, and here we got goofy one. Caught by the hind leg. A little tiny beaver like this, caught by the hind leg, he probably wouldn't have been still in one of the other coney bears. Well, I shouldn't say that because I have caught beaver by the hind leg before, but boy, that guy's fresh. He was just caught. Anyhow, so 3 traps. Oh no, I checked 4 traps today. 2 beavers, a rat, and the other trap was sprung. So it was probably a rat too, I would imagine. Just emptying out one of the older coney bears. So. Alright. And I don't think I'm going to check anymore today. I've got, I think, 3 more ponds to set. It's 18 traps I've set so far today, and 20 yesterday or something like that. So I gotta go right over there across the road. There's a beaver house right there. And then he was telling me just a couple miles up the road they've got some property that are swamped out. So I'll take a run up there and look around. But I've got some to set on the way back too, on the other end of the other guy's property. See you down the trail. Okay, so here's a pickup truck full of beavers. 3 more traps to check over on the road close to the highway there. But I just wanted to mention, I keep forgetting ever since yesterday when I caught that muskrat. Now muskrat season is not open till the 15th, but so when when I'm trapping beavers, any incidental catches, you got to call the game wardens, let them know, and then bring it in. Well, I guess depending on what they want you to do, but generally you bring it in and they just, I guess, check it over to see, make sure it looks like it was caught in a beaver trap. And then they have the option of letting you keep the thing or taking it. And you know, even if they take it, they go to good use because they use them for trapping instructors courses and whatnot. So the season's not open, so we can't really have them anyway, so you just don't want to get caught having the things and not having called the game wardens. So anyways, we'll I gotta head to town, not where I live, into the other town. I'm gonna grab a coffee and a bite to eat and then head over towards home. And I got to stop and pick up a bunch of goose carcasses from a buddy, and so I can throw them out for coyote bait and stuff. But and then I'll stop and check those other 3 traps on the way back, unless my back seizes up on me, in which case I'll go tomorrow and check them. Alrighty, if I don't see you again, keep your boots dry.